Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Macchiato here. I want to show you guys something awesome. I'm actually really excited about it. Now, this is not a finished product. This is not the end of the line thing or anything like that. This is actually just the beginning of something cool. Now, if you guys remember a while back, after Firefall had fallen through and everything like that, the old CEO, Mark Kern, started his own project called Ember. Well, it's actually going somewhere now. We have something that we can actually play. And I'm going to play that here for you now. Now, full disclosure, because I don't want you guys to think like, oh, you're promoting something, yada, 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 that you're involved in. I am a moderator for the Ember forums and Discord. I don't really log into the forums. I mostly just check on the Discord and whatnot and moderate while I can there. But, yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. This is not me being paid for this in any way. It's not positive promotion in that sense or anything like that. This is me just legitimately excited about something that I think would be really cool or could turn into something really cool. So sit back, check it out. If you guys like it, say so down in the comments. Let me know what you think. But without further ado, check it out. Watch this. Ooh, there we go. And we'll log in. And there we are. Isn't it pretty? Now, I've run around for a little bit in this, just to see how it ran. Very first thing of feedback that I am going to say, right off the bat. We need a sensitivity slider inside of the game, like, ASAP. Because I can't turn this down in the game. And this is like about how fast I would normally move it. And this is a little too quick. So I have to be super careful with my mouse, or I have to turn my mouse down because it does have a sensitivity thing on it. But if I alt tab and do anything for like the recording and whatnot, it actually makes it a little difficult because it goes super slow. Right about here is a good spot for me. Maybe a little bit faster, but just for the sake of running around and showing you guys, this is what it looks like. This is the beginning stages of Ember. Now, anybody that played Firefall will be able to tell right off the bat, this looks like Firefall. This screams Firefall. Now, originally during this terrain demo, Mark was planning on not having an area like this. He was planning on having like a snowish type area. But then he realized that, well, everybody that is following the project, they're following because they want Firefall. So he decided to change it to be a Firefall-ish terrain demo, which I can tell you I super appreciate because Firefall is my jam, man. I love me some Firefall. Now, as you can tell, there are differences. My computer on high settings with this struggles a little bit more than it did with Firefall, and this is not a slouch of a computer by any means, but it looks really nice. All of the terrain, all of the plants and whatnot, you can't really interact with anything yet, so nothing moves. This is all just, like I said, a tech-ish demo to show you what the terrain looks like, and that's it. Just the terrain. So the movement's not finished, the environment's not finished, the foliage is not finished. Nothing is finished except for the terrain, and even that isn't really finished. It's just a demo. This is, now, everybody that is popping in here most likely has played demos and whatnot. Demos are one thing, or betas. Betas are another thing. But this is even further or earlier in the development process than a beta. This is even further in the development process than an alpha. This is pre-alpha stuff. So this is super, super early, super rough stuff. Like, look at that water. It's pretty water. Pretty sun. Now the thing about the water, though, is it's moving. It looks pretty. It's not interactable in any way, so there's no splashes or anything. But there's also the fact that you can just walk right into it. And there's nothing down here. I totally just went as far as I could go and walked off the edge when I initially booted this up. I found a lot of enjoyment in that. But I'm just showing you guys this because I want you guys to see what's actually coming out of this so far. Now, I personally think this is a really, really cool direction that things are going. I can't wait to see what happens next. I know that sometime soon we should be getting like the movement demo. And the movement demo is going to be flying around. It's going to be gliding. It's going to be jetpacks and all that jazz. So I am really excited about that because the main thing that pulled me into Firefall in the beginning was the jetpacks. Jetpacks are super fun. And I know I keep on staring at that screen because I'm trying to look at the recording, and the recording seems to be, at least from initial impressions, seems to be lagging a little bit. I'm going to see how that looks in post, but if it looks bad, I'll just re-record. It's not like I've got anything better to do with my life. But yeah, just go in the water. Alright, there's not really much else I can show you except for just wander around this area. The area itself is not giant, so you can go up the mountains and stuff like that. You can go in all of the directions. You can walk off into the water. But ultimately, there is not a lot in here. This is just, like I said, showing you the terrain. So I'm gonna explore just a little bit, see if there's anything else that I can find that's not, or that I have not seen yet. As soon as I get up here. Oh, I can't wait for a movement demo. I feel so slow. I wonder if we're gonna have hover sprinting. Hover sprinting would be nice. I would appreciate some hover sprinting. Alright, so we've got those, which we saw those. Seen that. Anything else over here? Not that I'm seeing so far. Got some more of the orange things. Coral. Got some purple coral. And get out of the water. 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 Oh, God. Ah, it's pretty. It is legitimately pretty. Like, that's one of the things that I loved about Firefall was the fact that I could just run around literally for hours in that game just, like, staring at the environment. And, like, back even in the early days of beta Firefall and whatnot, that was one of my favorite things to do because it's not a common thing to have the super vivid colors and whatnot in a game, like the floral coloration and everything. Games usually try and go for more of like the dark aesthetic and all of that jazz, and I mean it's fine, but Firefall really nailed it with being a colorful game. There have been a few games that I've played that have strayed from that, but nothing that was done as well. So I definitely appreciate the fact that we're getting something like this. Now, when it comes to the actual game, I have seen that the idea behind it is this isn't what it's going to look like in the beginning, right in the beginning. You're going to have to terraform the planet that this is on, and you terraform different areas and whatnot. So this will be an area that you can terraform. So it will look more dreary. It will look, more just frozen planet style stuff, and then you terraform it and something like this happens, and I think that would be cool from a gameplay standpoint, because it gives everybody an incentive to play. It gives people something to do, like large groups of people, so like guilds and so on and so forth. That is something that would be fun, and I'm actually excited to see what happens with that. From a development standpoint, it sounds like that's going to be an utter nightmare, but luckily that's not my job. Well, my job isn't anything related to this. Like I said, I am just a moderator. That's all I do. And this is a fun little side thing that I'm doing right here, is recording this. I can't wait for the movement demo, because that means that we're going to get things like free cam and whatnot, so photo mode, and I have some really cool ideas for that. I have Firefall installed on my computer. Yeah, I still have it. I had to re-download it, but I have Firefall installed on here, and I have the mod thing, the Arc Porter mod, which allows you to just essentially explore Firefall using a free cam. So my thoughts on it is I am going to compare and contrast the areas in just, a short little couple-minute video. I think it'd be cool. So that's what I'm going to do once that comes out. No timeline on that, as you guys can tell. I have a hard time sticking to any kind of schedule because I work a lot, and then I have 5 kids, so yeah. But this is kind of like a little passion project of mine, so I did want to jump in here and show you guys this. We got some more of the orange stuff and more foliage. The sun is pretty. I really like the bloom effect that we've got in here. But this is it. This is it so far. This is everything. Now, this isn't just like a demo that you can just go download. The terrain stuff, as you saw when I first launched it, was tied to my account. The way that works is you get, like, when you become a backer in any way, shape, or form. Now, this isn't me plugging it. This isn't me telling you guys to go buy it and whatnot. But when you are a backer, you get stuff like this during the development process. So you get the terrain demo, you get the movement demo, you get all of those things that come out as they come out. So you get to not only see the stuff as it's developed, but you actually get to interact with the stuff while it's developed. And I like that. Given not a lot of people will, because a lot of people want finished products like right away. Or, you know, sell us the game when it's done and all that. Smaller developers, I'm actually okay when they do stuff like that, because it's not necessarily just releasing an unfinished product. When it's a big company, one that had funding and whatnot, and they release something like this, or not like this, but they release an unfinished game, that's when I'm like, no, I'm not okay with that. This is pretty. I like where this is going, I really do. I can't wait. Personally, I cannot wait to see where this goes. Because if there was one game that I could spend endless hours just running around in, that was Firefall. Thousands of hours I played that game. This area is slightly different, but I think that's just because it's kind of crater-ishy. But yeah, no, you can tell that there's no audio, there's no sound design, there's no nothing yet. And the only thing you can hear right now is just footsteps. Let me up this hill. Come on, don't do this to me. Just let me up. There we go. All right. Yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna just cut it off though. I want to show you guys the funness of just jumping off the side of the map. See, because there is the edge of the map. Yay, no fault damage. Whoa. Calm down there, buddy. And here we go. Almost there. I promise you guys, as soon as I get there, jump off. I'll cut it. And all right. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out. And I'm gonna get out of here. We're just gonna endlessly fall now. Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. It was fun to give you guys an update. It's been a while. It really has. And I can't wait to see what happens next. Bye.